My child, do not click away. Stop right now. This exact moment is not random, and it is not an accident. You were not led here by an algorithm, and you did not pause by chance. Something far greater has been guiding you to this point. I need your full attention because a message has been reaching for you for a long time, and only now have you slowed down enough to hear it. This is a divine interruption. Your day is being halted for a reason, because there is an urgent matter unfolding in the spiritual realm connected to someone you love. This is not symbolic, and this is not a test. There is a set time attached to this moment, a window of mercy that is already narrowing. If you do not listen now, that window will close, and what was meant to be revealed may pass you by. There is someone bound to you by blood, by memory, by love that runs deeper than words. Someone who still sits at your table or lives quietly in your heart, standing at the edge of a decision with only 2 days remaining. A single choice is before them, and it carries the weight to alter everything that follows. You cannot see the danger with natural sight, because traps are rarely obvious when they matter most. What threatens them is concealed, layered in normal moments and familiar smiles. But I see it clearly, and that is why you are hearing this now. I see the sky above them darkening while they continue as if nothing is wrong. Laughter still comes easily. Routine stays intact. Yet the pressure is building, unseen, like a storm forming beyond the horizon. I am speaking to you because you are awake when others are not. You were positioned as a watchman long before you agreed to it. You may not have chosen this role, but it was placed upon you. You have felt it in the quiet moments, a weight in your chest that has no clear explanation, a knowing that refuses to leave. That sudden unease that pulls you from sleep. That sharp thought of them that appears without warning and lingers longer than it should. You tried to label it as stress, as imagination, as concern that would pass. But it did not pass, because it was never random. It was the inner alarm sounding, the same way a warning was stirred in the heart of Joseph before danger reached his household, or how a burden rose in Nehemiah before the walls fell. This is not fear. This is recognition. Someone precious to me is standing at a threshold, and you were awakened because your presence in this moment is not accidental. Someone you love is moving closer and closer to a breaking point, unaware of how fragile the ground beneath them has become. They are walking forward without seeing the danger ahead, trusting what feels familiar, not realizing how close they are to the edge. I am allowing you to see this, not to burden you, but because you were chosen for this moment. You were appointed to stand in the gap when they cannot see for themselves. The enemy believes this moment belongs to him. He has been filling their thoughts with quiet lies, convincing them they are isolated, that help will never come, that surrender or a reckless choice is the only escape. This did not begin yesterday. It has been unfolding slowly, patiently, waiting for a season when their strength was low and your attention was divided. He calculated the timing carefully, but there is something he failed to account for. He overlooked the fact that I have one who recognizes my voice, even in the noise. He underestimated the authority carried by someone who is awake. He forgot that you are here. Your eyes are being opened now because awareness itself carries power. I am positioning you to interrupt what was meant to destroy, to step into the space where collapse was planned and become the turning point. You have been given the authority to stop what has been set in motion against their life, but this moment will not wait. You must move now. Do not let appearances mislead you. What you see on the surface is not the truth. They may be sharing joyful moments, posting smiles, laughing easily, even appearing stronger than everyone around them. But beneath that image, something is coming apart. Their inner world is unraveling, and their soul is crying out in a way only I can hear. They are locked in a battle no one else sees, a quiet war with depression, with addiction, with an illness kept hidden, or with a relationship that is slowly draining the life from them. They hide it because they do not want to burden anyone. They tell themselves they can handle it alone, but the weight is heavier than they admit, and it is pressing down harder each day. If there is no interruption now, what breaks may not be easily restored. I am not revealing this to stir panic within you. I do not give you a spirit of fear. I give you power, love, and a sound mind. I am speaking so that you will rise. A battle cannot be confronted while it remains unseen. Now your eyes are open. The covering has been lifted. You were not placed in their life by chance. You are the one appointed to stand, to act, to fight in this hour. You are the warrior positioned here for such a time as this. You may feel small right now. You may feel worn down, as if you barely carry enough faith to stand for your own life, let alone for someone else's. But perfection has never been the requirement. I have never waited for strength before moving. I look for willingness. I look for the quiet yes spoken beneath the fear. That is why your heart is beating faster as you hear these words. Something within you knows this moment is asking for your response. That sudden tightness in your chest, the urge to cry without knowing why, the pull to fall quiet and listen. This is not emotion rising without cause. Your spirit is recognizing truth. You already know who this is about. Their face has come into your mind without effort. Do not push that away. That is not imagination. That is revelation. I am drawing your attention to them because something sacred is about to unfold. I am preparing to move, to shift what seemed fixed, to bring light where there has been hidden struggle. But this moment requires alignment. I choose to work through those who are willing to stand, through hearts that answer the call, through the prayers of the righteous. When you choose to step in, you give me access to move within their situation, to enter what has been locked and loosen what has held them bound. This moment is not passive. It is an assignment. If you are willing to stand for the one who cannot stand for themselves, if you are willing to carry the weight for a time so they do not fall, then this call is for you. I am asking for your agreement, your inner alignment, your decision to not turn away from what has been revealed. This is the moment where you answer quietly but firmly. Not with noise, not with display, but with resolve. You are marking yourself as a guardian over your home, a protector within your bloodline. Do not measure your role by how strong you feel. Do not underestimate what moves through a heart that believes. History has shifted through unseen acts of obedience, through voices that trembled yet answered. What seems small in your hands carries weight in the unseen. Even the slightest act of faith, released at the right moment, has the power to shake what once felt unmovable. The enemy is shaken by your awakening. He knows that the moment you begin to pray, his carefully laid plans start to unravel. That is why he works so hard to distract you, to dull your focus, to convince you that your words carry no weight. He wants you to believe your prayers fall short, that they rise no higher than the ceiling. Silence has been his advantage. But today, that silence ends. If this message reached you at the exact moment you needed it, stay connected, support this space by subscribing, and share this message so it can reach the one who needs it next. Today, you draw the line. Today, you say, "Not my family, not now." We have 2 days, 48 hours. A narrow window where the direction can be reversed. In these coming hours, I will sharpen your awareness. I will show you what to watch for. I will place words on your heart at the right moment. Scriptures you have not remembered in years will rise within you like buried fire. You will be given courage to speak life directly into places marked by death. Stay close. Guard this urgency. Do not let the noise, the pace, or the weight of the world pull you away. This is not ordinary time. This is a rescue operation. We are stepping into contested ground to reclaim what was never meant to be lost. You may wonder why this responsibility rests on you, why you must carry it when others do not. It is because your heart is still alive, still responsive, still soft. Others grew distant. Others hardened themselves or numbed their care. But you, even carrying your own wounds, still know how to love. And love is not fragile. Love is force. It is your love for this person that creates the opening for my power to move. You are the vessel. You are the passageway. If you take this seriously, you will see change. You will feel the shift. It may not happen all at once, but the atmosphere is already turning. What you release now becomes seed. And that seed will grow into a testimony far greater than you can imagine. One day, they will look back and wonder how they survived. They will not see every step, but you will. You will know it began here, when you chose to stop, to listen, and to act. Do not treat this moment lightly. Time is moving, but grace stands outside of time. Victory is possible, but action cannot wait. Stay with me. Listen closely. The rescue is underway. What is happening now carries real weight beyond what your eyes can see. Life does not rewind. Yesterday cannot be rewritten, but the next 48 hours matter. When I say 2 days, I mean 2 days. This is a defined window of mercy opened for your family. Do not allow doubt to steal what has been offered. Do not look back, wishing you had taken this moment seriously. Stand now. This window will not remain open forever. Do not spend this hour debating whether this is real. Do not lose momentum by hesitating at the threshold. Use this time to turn toward me with everything you have. You may feel unsure of what to do or how to begin. You may stumble over words, feeling unprepared or inadequate. Hear this clearly. I am not searching for polished language. I am drawn to a heart that is open, honest, and yielded. Turn inward now and ask me to reveal who this is for. Even if a name has already surfaced, ask again. Ask how to stand for them. Ask what needs to be spoken over their life. I will guide you. A thought will rise. A memory will surface. A scripture you did not expect will come alive. When it does, it will settle so deeply within you that doubt will have no place to stand. If you follow this leading, if you choose faith when every emotion urges panic, what unfolds will echo far beyond this moment. A turning will begin that your family will speak of long after this season has passed. If you had not been awakened now, the darkness would have taken more ground. But I have not abandoned them. Their story is not over. It is still being written. I have not turned away, even if they have. Just as warnings were sent in other times to spare lives and redirect futures, my voice has reached you now. Love always warns. Care always intervenes. And you were chosen to receive this call. Let that truth settle into you fully. This choice was not based on perfection. It was not because you have everything figured out or because your life is free from struggle. It is because your heart can still feel. Because when I speak quietly, you lean in. Even while carrying your own battles, even while exhausted and stretched thin, you still reach for me. That is why you are here. That is why your heart is racing. Your spirit knows this voice, even if your mind is still trying to catch up. I see how tired you are. I know how heavy the load has been. You have been fighting for so long that you feel emptied, unsure you have anything left to give. But this is not the moment to retreat. This is not the time to sink under the weight or withdraw into discouragement. This is the moment to rise, because something powerful is about to move within your family. A life is about to be rescued. A pattern that has repeated for generations is about to be broken. A blessing is being prepared that will not stop with them, but will overflow into your own life as well. What is needed now is faith, not fear, action, not silence. A real battle is unfolding for the one you love. Though unseen to you, it is fully visible in the unseen realm. Forces are pressing in, whispering lies meant to steal hope and worth. That is why your attention was claimed. That is why this message reached you today. Because if your heart could be reached, then they could be reached through you. Your voice, your trust, and your obedience carry more power than you realize. You stand between where they are and the light they need. You are the bridge, and if you are ready to step into that place, ready to trust me with what is at stake, then let your faith rise now and take its stand. This is the moment to make your position clear within yourself. A moment to step fully into alignment with what has been revealed. These next 2 days carry weight, and your trust is not passive, it is active. It is deliberate. It is the inward decision that says, I hear you and I am moving with you. When you choose to trust in this hour, you are opening space for intervention to unfold. Never underestimate what can shift when you simply say yes. Some of the most powerful movements of my hand did not begin with crowds or certainty. They began with one person who chose trust over hesitation. I am not standing against you because of your questions. I am not pressing guilt into your heart. I am placing something into your hands. I am giving you a weapon forged in faith. I am placing a key where once there was only confusion. A door is already open before you, and now you are being given the authority to decide what happens next. Time is moving faster than you realize. What you choose to do with what you have heard matters now. Heaven is attentive. Darkness is alert. This is not a stray thought drifting through your mind, and it is not coincidence dressed up as emotion. That pull in your gut, the urgency that refuses to loosen its grip, that is me. I have reached you quietly before, through dreams that linger and through sudden impressions in the middle of ordinary days. Now I am speaking plainly because this moment cannot be missed. You asked for purpose. You asked to be used. You asked to recognize my voice. This is what it looks like when the answer comes. Purpose does not always arrive wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it carries weight. Sometimes it calls you to stay awake when your body wants rest. Sometimes it asks you to believe for another person's breakthrough while you are still waiting for your own. This is one of those moments. I am not searching for flawlessness. I am looking for willingness. Will you let me move through you? Will you stand where another cannot? Will you believe when logic offers no reason to hope? Will you speak life over a name that others have already dismissed? You are not carrying this alone. I am with you. Over these next days, I will guide you carefully. Step by step, clarity will come. Insight will rise. Dreams will carry meaning. If you remain close, you will know what to do when the moment requires it. Do not panic. Do not let fear compete with my voice. Fear tries to overwhelm so that nothing happens. I am calling you into strength. Speak my name over them. Speak Jesus into confusion. Speak peace where their thoughts are tormented. Speak protection over their body. Speak freedom over their soul. My name still breaks chains. My name still heals what is shattered. My name still opens prison doors. No darkness is thick enough to resist my light. No distance is far enough to escape my reach. I am not watching for performance. I am watching for surrender. I respond to faith that moves, to love that keeps praying even when it hurts. I am still the God who turns graves into doorways, night into morning, despair into hope. I am the same God who called Lazarus out when decay had already begun, the same God who opened the sea when there was nowhere left to go, and I am ready to intervene in your family now. This is not emotional testing. This is a sacred interruption. I am not trying to frighten you. I am trying to save someone you love. Doors are narrowing. Battles are unfolding where you cannot see them. My spirit has stirred you because delay is dangerous here. Do not assume someone else will act. This was placed in your heart because you were chosen. You are trusted with this. Rise now. Stop telling yourself you are too weak or too damaged to matter. The power is not rooted in your strength. It flows through surrender. When you bow, I rise on your behalf. Begin where you are. Speak, even if the words feel simple. Bring their name before me. Place them where they belong. Ask for mercy to surround them. Ask for every hidden plan against them to be dismantled. I have been waiting for your voice. One step from collapse can be interrupted. Obedience shifts atmosphere. Do not minimize what partnership with me can do. Many miracles are born in unseen places, where no one applauds and nothing looks different yet. You may look at them and see the same distance, the same resistance, the same patterns. That does not mean nothing is changing. Do not trust your eyes more than my nature. Seeds break open underground long before green appears above the soil. What looks undisturbed is often where the deepest transformation is happening. That is what is unfolding now. If you could see what is moving beyond the visible, it would leave you undone. Assignments are being carried out because of your faith. Paths are crossing by design. Memories are being stirred within them. Reminders of safety, of love, of who they once were. Rest is being interrupted with dreams that point back to truth. What once satisfied them is losing its taste. You may not see it yet, but it is happening. You are the covering placed over their life. Whether they know it or not, you are standing between them and danger they cannot perceive. Every time you speak, you are building a wall. Every time you persist, you are buying time and grace. This is why you matter here. Without intercession, exposure remains. With it, there is protection. I see your watchfulness. I honor it. Believe that what is unfolding behind the scenes is greater than what your eyes report. Guard your words in these days. What you speak carries weight. Do not release defeat over your family. Do not agree with statements that declare loss, finality, or hopelessness. Agreement gives power. Instead, speak life. When circumstances say they are lost, faith declares they are found. Say what I say about them. They are loved. They are protected. They have purpose. They will rise. Faith is not built on what is visible. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. I know you are carrying your own battles. I know you have wondered why this was placed on you when you are already tired. This is why. You have walked through darkness and survived. You know the way back to light. Your history did not disqualify you. It prepared you. Your scars are not liabilities. They are credentials. The enemy uses your past to accuse you, to tell you that you are unfit to stand for another. That voice is lying. You are covered by my righteousness. Your prayers carry power not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. Fear has no permission in your home. I did not give you a spirit of fear. I gave you power, love, and a sound mind. When anxiety grips you, confront it with what I have spoken. Quote Psalm 91 out loud. Declare Isaiah 4-110. Let worship fill the space you live in. Let your home become holy ground. Even if you stand alone, Praise changes the atmosphere. Gratitude prepares the way for miracles. Pressure may increase because resistance is being threatened. Things may look louder, messier, or more chaotic for a moment. Do not misread that. When strongholds are challenged, they react. Stand firm. You are not calling for help from a distant God. You are partnering with a Father who is already present. This is legacy work. This is not about surviving one crisis. This is about redirecting an entire family line. What you are doing now breaks cycles that have existed for generations. You are lifting weight now so those who come after you will not have to. It is worth the cost. It is worth the tears. I am strengthening you even as you continue. You will not burn out. You will burn bright. Darkness will not overcome you. Trust my timing. I am precise. I know the limits of both of you. I am weaving events together toward rescue. Stay in your place. Keep believing. Keep speaking life. Healing is happening deeper than you can see. I am not patching wounds. I am reaching the core. I am addressing what was buried. Shame, trauma, hidden fear. That is why it feels slow. It is not slow. It is thorough. True restoration rewrites a life from the inside out. This is not a temporary lift. This is freedom. Your faith matters here. You may question whether your voice is enough. Hear the truth. Your prayers are filled with my power. It is not about length or eloquence. It is about surrender and willingness to stand where others will not. That is where authority lives. You are not speaking into emptiness. You are releasing heaven into earth. When you declare my promises, heaven stands with you. My word cuts through darkness like a blade. Every time you speak life, fear loses ground. Every time you praise, even through tears, the walls of captivity begin to shake. These are the final moments of this 48-hour stretch, and what you do now matters. This is not the time to slow your pace or loosen your focus. If you sense, even now, that something is shifting around your family, that unseen chains are breaking and the air feels lighter, that awareness is not imagined. You are standing at the point of completion. Completion is not the absence of resistance. It is often marked by it. There is a reason discouragement has pressed so hard against you lately. Every distraction, every wave of doubt, every quiet lie was sent because the enemy could see what was approaching. He could see freedom forming inside your home. He could see what was about to rise from what looked finished. He could see relationships you believed were beyond repair beginning to breathe again. He could see a testimony being shaped out of pain. And that terrified him. So he tried one last time to stop you just short of the line, to convince you that stopping now would be easier than pressing on. But you did not stop. You have come too far to turn back. Too much faith has already been poured out. Too much endurance has already been proven. This close to the breakthrough, you will not step aside. And remember, this was never carried by your strength alone. When your body felt heavy, I carried you. When your thoughts felt scattered and tired, I became your peace. And when you did not know what to say, my spirit groans on your behalf. You have been surrounded by grace and sustained by love. These 2 days were never just a countdown. They were a crossing, a bridge from what was to what is now unfolding. As these hours complete their work, remain anchored in gratitude. Give thanks for the miracle before it becomes visible. Give thanks for safety before the call comes. Give thanks for healing before confirmation arrives. This is what it means to walk by faith and not by sight. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a victor in position. You are the head and not the tail. You were chosen to bring light back into your bloodline, and you can rest in this truth. I love this person even more than you do. I am their creator. My plan for them cannot be cancelled. What was sent to destroy has been intercepted. What was hidden in darkness is losing ground. Morning is breaking. The assignment is complete. Father God, I come before you in this sacred hour with a heart that is open and willing. You see what I cannot see, and you know the battle unfolding around the one I love. I ask you now to cover them with your mercy, to interrupt every hidden plan meant to harm them, and to surround them with your light. Give me clarity, courage, and obedience to stand where you have placed me. I trust you to move where my strength ends. Let your peace replace fear, and let your will prevail. Amen.